that's something to watch for London, because London's bread and butter has been their backcourt, and the Mill Rats, with a very good backcourt of their own, have done a really good job of shutting down opposing teams.
And we're going to listen in here for the starting lineup for the away St. John Mill Rats. Anthony Stover, Anthony Anderson, Johnny Mahan, Gabe Freeman, and Ricky Valsi as well. Anthony Anderson, 2013-14 MVP, has played in the league for all 5 years, as you hear a cheer for former London Lightning great Gabe Freeman. Anthony Anderson is the player to look out for if you're watching this game and haven't seen the St. John Mill Rats yet this season.
It's really interesting how he's actually changed his game so that he can work in conjunction with a guy like Doug Herring. They've had Anderson, who traditionally has been a pure scorer. I mean, the guy averaged almost 25 points per game during that MVP season. This season, his numbers are pretty much down across the board, but I don't necessarily think that's a terrible thing. He's averaging 14 points per game, which is almost 10 off his usual, but his assists per game have gone way up. He's doing a better job of distributing, and with Herring as well. Herring's also a very good distributor. They've now got, instead of one point guard who is killing it right now, they've got like a two-headed monster back there. So Doug Herring Jr. and Anthony Anderson, just two very, very dangerous players in the backcourt. And as they showed against Niagara, they're no slouches on the defensive end either.
Kyle Julius, before the game, talking to Morris Delacosta in the London Free Press, specifically pointed out on the defensive side that St. John loved to play a zone defense, and it's really going to challenge this London Lightning team to really try to stretch the floor and find the space.
Well, that's exactly how you have to break a zone defense, is to make sure that if they're going to give you a little bit more give and they're going to give you some of that space, you have to make sure you move the ball around effectively, quick passes, get some guys out of position so that you can open yourself for that shot, and you're especially going to need to make the long-range ones, because more often than not, if the zone's going to break down, it's going to be one of the guys along the baseline to the left or right that's going to pinch inside or to the other side of the court a bit when that comes through. So that's something to watch for if they are able to break down that zone defense. Is the guy on the wing going to break in and come in a bit and leave that space for the corner three? If that corner three is going to be open, this could be a Tyshawn Patterson game. But at the same time, we've seen the guards really struggle against the Mill Rats.
Lots to look out for sure if you're a London Lightning fan. Also a quick note, Curtis Washington, released from the team. The big man just couldn't quite cut it in London, unfortunately.
Very, very, very potential-laden young man. He's got a ton of ability, but at the end of the day, he wasn't getting the minutes, and the Lightning look to be a contender. There isn't really a lot of time for a project right now, and Curtis Washington is going to be an excellent player one day. It just isn't right now.
Also, Taylor Black, the other London big man, got some minutes last night. His first minutes of the game. Good chance we might see him make his home debut tonight. So the starting lineups for the London Lightning goes as follows: Nick Okori, Warren Ward, Kevin Lozelle, Stephen Maxwell, and Akeem Wright, rounding out the top five.
And I think what London's trying to do, especially with Warren Ward, who, like Patterson, is really good at that corner three, they're going to try and get their shooters out there. Lozelle actually is a little bit of a pesky three guy where you don't necessarily expect it, but he's shooting 50% from three-point land this year. He doesn't take a lot of threes, but he's making the ones he does take. Keep an eye on him. Some of his threes can be of the crazier variety, where everything looks like it's set up nice, and you just see him take a pull-up three that you can hear Coach Julius at times when those shots get taken. But the London Lightning, they lost their three-point shot against Windsor. They're going to need to re-find it for tonight.
One other game going on tonight out east. That's Moncton versus the Island Storm. The Miracles have a 49-43 lead there. We'll keep you updated on that game as it goes on. But tonight it's all about the London Lightning, who had a 9-game win streak. They were looking for 10. Their franchise record was 11. But unfortunately, were bested by the Windsor Express last night. They'll be looking to get back in the win column. The 12-3 London Lightning taking on the 9-5 St. John Mill Rats. And the Mill Rats, early on in the season, that was everyone's pick to win the NBLC title, because you look at that lineup. You've got Gabe Freeman, Anthony Anderson, Corey Allman has been amazing. That was one guy that you didn't necessarily see from the beginning. Even Anthony Stover, with that D-League experience, they had a very deep roster, and they're proving to be a good team.
And not to mention having Doug Herring Jr., who was excellent last year for the Mill Rats too. They possibly the best returning backcourt in terms of returning that we've seen in the NBL, because both of them were absolutely excellent last season. And to have that kind of returning experience, and then, you know, just for kicks, you throw in a former league MVP, things were setting up pretty nicely. And Allman, too, is another member of that backcourt who just gives St. John such an advantage. However, there's a reason they're 9-5, and that's because there are some games where it just isn't their night. And it happens a little more frequently than you'd like to see from a team as good as them. It'll be interesting to see what kind of a game they have with London. They had to travel, they've been on the road, and London's looking for revenge. London is not happy about that loss. And if there's one coach I know is going to be fired up about trying to get back in the win column, it'll be Kyle Julius.
St. John in blue, London in white. Marty Thompson and Chris Croucher in the booth here at Bud Gardens. A sort of a smaller crowd here, but a very intimate crowd with that lower bowl closed up after the back-to-back home weekend games we had here on Saturday and Sunday with that open bowl pretty much filled to the brim up top here at Budweiser Gardens. See Kevin Lozelle having some handshakes there. Another big story out of this is Gabe Freeman, who grabs a quick chat there with Kyle Julius, and then someone else also in the baseline shakes London owner Vito Frija's hand. It's funny, just before the game, Gabe Freeman practicing and went up and had a huge hug, is how I would describe that, with one of the stewardesses here. So Gabe Freeman, again, a London Lightning legend, winning the championship in that first year, coming back and unfortunately unable to really stay with the team 2 seasons ago, but he's definitely another guy to look out for. He's number 25. Nick Okori is number 2. He has possession here up against Anthony Anderson. Warren Ward with the shot. First 3 is no good on the first shot of the game, rather. Wright collects in the corner, fresh shot clock, gives it off to Okori, fires it to Kevin Loisel. He can shoot the 3, shooting about 50% from that range. As you see, that dunk was unfortunately not made for Kevin Loisel. Freeman with possession. Off to Volsey, and Anderson will slow things down. Freeman with a bit of space, takes it up over top of Maxwell, and Gabe Freeman gets 2 points. Good
job by the Mill Rats there to identify the mismatch, too. They had Nick Okori, who's a point guard, having to cover their starting power forward. That's something you want to take every chance you get.
Okori with the quick jumper, and it's good from the top of the key. So 2-2. We're about a minute into play here at Budweiser Gardens. Again, Mill Rats versus the London Lightning. 9-5. St. John Mill Rats coming off of a win in Niagara. Part of a 2-game road trip for them. Stover collects it down low. Fires it into the corner. Distance shot from Gabe Freeman is good. That's good for 3.
Gabe Freeman coming into London, making a statement, immediately puts a couple of points on the board there. And boy, is this guy ever talented. He's one of the only players in the league, him and Stephen Maxwell, averaging a double-double this season.
Keem Wright couldn't quite get that pass to go. Try to aim up the shot there as well. Hands it off. This is Stover, contested, and it's taken down there by Gabe Freeman. Back-to-back-to-back buckets.
Well, this has so far been a good game for the St. John Freemans. The London Lightning got to do something to slow him down.
Kevin Loisel spins around Stover and gives up possession there.
Nice handoff.
Freeman collects it, and they're going to call a foul there. Yeah, it was almost hard to believe. You had a bit of traffic there, and all of a sudden Freeman had possession.
Well, I mean, if I was a football coach, I'd be loving that handoff from Kevin Loisel. Right between the hands, it was beautiful. But unfortunately, that's not going to fly here. London just seems a little unpolished right now. They've got to get a bit more rhythm to their game, just get back to simple plays. They're trying, spinning through 2 players and stuff.
Distance from Volsey is no good, is collected here by Warren Ward. Moves it across. Maxwell's to his left. Bit of space there as he's going to set the pick. Ward still with possession. 9:46 on the clock. This is Ward from the top of the key. It's good. Make it 7-4. St. John with the lead. Anthony Anderson with possession. Okori pushing him pretty tight in that corner there. You see Volsey with possession now. Hands it off to Mahane. Volsey keeps it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fired across. This is Freeman. He takes the ball back. Long 2. No good. And Stover easily collects that ball over Nick Okori. Distance 3. Mahane can't get that one to go, but it's collected by Maxwell.
I'm not sure what's going on defensively for the Lightning, but that's about the 3rd time Okori's been stuck defending a big. Someone's got to switch and help him out there.
Ward. Bounce pass Over to Maxwell. Takes it up. Over top of Stover, rather. That's a very tough assignment.
Stephen Maxwell, one of the most impressive newcomers this year. He's averaging almost 14 rebounds a game, just under 20 points, and the guy is just a beast in the post. I'd like to see London run a couple more plays for him, to be honest.
Top of the key, there's no good from Volsey. It's handed off to Warren Ward. Warren Ward for three. Gets it.
And when Warren Ward's on a roll, he's hard to stop. Of course, the Windsor Express found that out in Game 1 when Ward went off for 31 points. He hasn't been quite as noisy on the court since then, but I mean, this guy is a pure jump shooter, and if he gets that shot going, it's trouble for opposing teams.
9-7 London with their first lead of the game. Gabe Freeman from distance, it's no good. And the ball will fall out off of Warren Ward's head.
That's just some unlucky basketball right there.
So St. John keep possession with a fresh shot clock, 8 minutes to go in the quarter. That's using your head.
Well, sometimes it's just, I think it's a little early to say it's not your day when it's only 9-7, but certainly an ominous sign.
Ward already with 5 points. Volsey, or my apologies, this is Stover with possession. He's going to easily take that one up.
I'd like to see London maybe put Postumus or someone with a little more height in there. I understand that Maxwell is at 6'7". You know, he plays bigger than that, but when you go with Maxwell and Wright, that's a very short front court, and Stover at 6'11" is going to be a problem. Like that.
Collected by Losell, and he will take it to the hoop, and Volsey again Stover rather, playing really good defense. Anderson is going to look to Stover. Let's take it in the quarter to Freeman. Working up against Loisel. Oh, unlucky for Freeman, who sent Kevin Loisel to the ground.
Gonna need some x-rays on those ankles. Ooh.
Warren Ward tries to get the answer back three. Oh, that might be a top 10 play of the week, just sending Loisel right to the floor. 9-9, 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. Anthony Anderson misses the three-pointer. It's tipped around, collected here by Loisel with Freeman in his shadow. This is Maxwell. Takes it up. No, it's tipped around. It's collected here by Volsey. Neither team has made a change yet this game. Freeman takes possession on the baseline. Can't get that one to go. He'll be kicked out here to Anderson. He'll likely slow this one down with the fresh shot clock. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Volsey.
Okori in the post again.
Up against Gabe Freeman, as you can see. Easily collected here by Ward on that interception. He'll take it to the hoop. Good for two.
He almost lost the grip there on the slam, but excellent defense from Warren Ward, being opportunistic. He read that pass the whole way.
And yeah, definitely worth looking at that Gabe Freeman, Nick Okori mismatch here on this near side. There's Freeman with possession, Okori marking him. Volsey, bounce pass, Anderson underneath, and that's a pretty easy foul call. And that's going to go against Stephen Maxwell.
It's interesting how this Okori Freeman thing is working out too, because initially I thought it was a mistake that Okori was covering Freeman, but we've seen that every single possession. I don't know what the strategy is behind that. It seems like a frequent mismatch that the Lightning are setting themselves up for. I mean, with some of the guards that the St. John Millrats are able to put out there, I would think you'd want Okori covering one of them and using his speed on the defensive end that way, as opposed to being down in the post covering Gabe Freeman. Just seems like a iffy strategy at best. I'd like to see a guy like Maxwell covering him, to be honest.
Substitution for the Lightning. Loisel and Ward make way for Tyshawn Patterson and Marcus Capers. So London maybe losing just a couple feet of height there with those two changes. Okori. Anderson now marking him. You can kind of see the zone defense in motion there. Okori takes it up, and that's going to be a foul against the St. John Millrats as Capers went to ground.
Nearly a top 10 play there, though. Capers getting way up for that one. And we're going to take a media timeout right here. We'll be back.
Your city, gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be chili along the way. Then we
You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Don't forget to check out the Oxford Dodge Shoot to Win booth just outside the King Club. Sign up to compete on the court in the third quarter break for your chance to win a brand new Jeep Cherokee on the last home game of the season.
London with an 11-10 lead halfway through this first quarter at Budweiser Gardens. Marty Thompson and Chris Croucher up in the booth with you for this one. Gabe Freeman, the star of the game very early with 7 points, pretty much in succession there as you see him talking to a referee just in front of the London Lightning logo. But London has managed to storm back, led by Warren Ward, also with 7 points.
Warren Ward again. We haven't seen him as much as we thought we would based on his early performances, but he's been playing very well as we see Freeman took a foul, I guess, right before the media timeout as we've got Capers going to line 2 shots.
First shot's good there from Capers.
I'm surprised we heard a horn go off. Is there an opposing fan in the building? We're letting them do that?
It's a long drive from St. John. That's all I have to say about that. Tipped around and collected here by Stover. Handed off to Anthony Anderson. 2 for 14 from the field last night, Anderson was. Obviously not the best result. His points production has actually been down this year, down to 14 points per game from 20 points per game last year, but it really doesn't matter when he's putting up 6 assists per game. His impact is still felt by the Mill Rats.
Well, he hasn't needed to call his number as much either. Before it was, Anthony Anderson scores or no one does, then followed up by Anthony Anderson or Kenny Jones scores. But now with Anderson, he's got a lot of help in that backcourt, so he doesn't need to be the guy as often. Although that shot's a bad example, he's still one of the more dangerous three-point shooters in the league, too.
Right. Tries to go for a 3. It's no good. It's collected here by the Mill Rats and Anthony Anderson. As we mentioned there, played in all 5 seasons of the NBLC. One of the few players to do that. Nice shot there from Mahane. Another 3 on the board here for the Mill Rats. Brings them up to 13 points. Maxwell off to a Corey. Moves around right, hands it off to right. Fires it across. It's collected here by Freeman. Another big stop here for the St. John Mill Rats. Top of the key. It's good from Gabe Freeman.
Great play from Gabe Freeman there. He's really trying to take it to his former team here.
Corey has possession. And that's going to be a foul on that far side. It looks like Patterson was in motion there. Chad Postmus is coming into the game here. And the big man, we mentioned there earlier, but 25 points last night against Windsor. 10 for 13 from the floor for the 24-year-old. Inbound from Capers. Taken long as Postmus gets his first touches of the game. Corey gets possession back. Double teamed. Capers throws it up. No good there from Maxwell as they tried to attempt the alley-oop.
You know, I thought Stephen Maxwell could pretty much touch the rafters here. It was a little bit of a sobering moment there. He's not the jumper I thought.
St. John making a change here. Corey Almond coming into the game. Gabe Freeman making way. Freeman with 9 points already in this game. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Anderson moves it across. Almond. Looking at Stover in front of him there. Going to hand it off to Anderson. Volsey's down there. Stover will take it up against Postmus. This is a big matchup as you see Stover getting that shot off, but it was contested by Postmus. 2 big guys as you've got, you've obviously got Stover coming in at 6'11", but Postmus is another 6'11" guy, but a bigger dude nonetheless. Ryan Anderson coming into the game, and it looks like Nick Okori is making way. Meantime, the Mill Rats are also making a quick change as it looks like Darren Moore is coming into the game. Just 2 points for him last night. Limited minutes. Almond takes it to the hoop. Gorgeous play from Corey Almond. Number 2 gives his team 2 points, make it 17-12, 3:42 on the clock. Patterson to Posthumus. Across, and gorgeous defense there from Moore as he nearly stripped Anderson of the ball. Maxwell will take it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's fouled as he was taking it to the hoop. So London will go to the line here, 17-12, 3:28 on the clock in the first. The foul will go against Darren Moore, and Maxwell goes to the line here.
First shot's good.
Again, a quick update on that Moncton Island Storm game. The Miracles up 51-45, 2 minutes into the third quarter there. Second shot coming up here from Maxwell. It's good. 16 points last night for number 21 in white. Anderson. He's got Mahane to his left. He looks to him. He'll hand it off during that pick and roll play. It's good, no good rather, from Mahane, taken here by Anderson. He can shoot a three. So can Capers. He's in the corner. 3 minutes. Patterson at the top. Lots of motion along the baseline there. Anderson kicking out to this near side corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Postumus will back down over top of Volsey, and it's no good, but a nice putback there from Stephen Maxwell makes it 17-16, 2:45 left.
And Stephen Maxwell, again, just doesn't give up on a single rebound. He tends to win more than he loses. Again, the leading rebounder in NBL Canada, and he's only 22 years old.
Well, ball will fall out of play off of Darren Moore. Nick Okori coming back into the game here for the London Lightning, and it looks like Patterson's making way for him. Meantime, St. John also getting set to make a pair of changes. Doug Herring Jr. comes into the game. He didn't play last night against Niagara. That was a big loss, obviously, for St. John, but also Garius Holoman coming in for the Mill Rats as well.
Holoman actually had a huge game for them in that game against Niagara. Put in some really good minutes off the bench. Very, very underrated, but still important piece to the team. And the Mill Rats that really do like to use their depth. They're heavily weighted towards their their starting rotation, but they're not afraid to go to the bench with some of those guys. And every once in a while, they get a really special performance out of it.
Herring Jr. with possession here. Almond works around Anderson there. It's fired across. And they're going to say that Garris Holoman stepped out of bounds right in front of Kyle Julius in the London bench.
Well, there's that creeping out of bounds line again. It seems to happen in almost every game here in London where someone just can't stay on the tippy toes and end up putting their heel right out.
Okori moves it across the London Lightning logo here at center. Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Postumus, unfamiliar territory as he's going to move down low into the post. Anderson fires it into Nick Okori, who's going to let that one go at the top of the key. It's no good. London having a bit of trouble getting these shots off. You see Okori collecting that ball. Looks up to Anderson up top. Instead, he'll take it to the hoop. Oh, no good. Maxwell, another offensive rebound.
I swear, if there was a shot chart for Stephen Maxwell, you'd have almost the entire court clean and then a whole bunch of hits right by the rim there. He just seems to make all of his shots from inside, off of tip-ins, off of dunks. He's a very exciting player.
Distance, no good from Anderson. It's tipped around. They're going to say it fell out off of the Mill Rats, who are set to make another change. Gabe Freeman coming into the game, and it looks like Ricky Volsey will be making way. So Volsey gets a break after playing this game in its entirety so far. Capers, ball's in. Okori up top. Fresh shot clock here for the London Lightning. A minute to go in this first quarter. Postumus up top. Fires it down low to Capers. Nice passing. Okori takes the open three. It's good.
And there's the type of quick passing you need if you want to break down a zone defense. And just like that, because there's only two guys on that side of the court, if you can get one out of position and make a quick pass to the open guy, it's usually an automatic bucket. And Nick Okori knows how to finish.
Holloman. 35 seconds. That pass to Herring Jr. will fall into the courtside seats there along the baseline. Inbound coming up here from Okori. 35 seconds to go. Fairly disciplined game as well. Just 3 fouls each so far. Postumus down low. Maxwell backs in. Big swat.
As he's going to go to the line, take another one. That's going to be Ryan Anderson on the foul there.
18 session, and now the St. John Mill Rats are on the move. Freeman will take it himself, and he's going to draw some contact.
Huge and one play there for Gabe Freeman.
Big play from the former London Lightning player, the former league MVP, the league's first MVP through that first season in 2011-2012.
And really, based on the way he played during that first season, you could even argue he's the original NBL star.
100%. McCrory. Attacked off of Herring Jr. He's going to go to the line with 3 shots, 4.9 on the clock.
I'd say drew some contact there. Herring Jr. Sends him toppling. Probably
on the game clock. Shot clock has expired. Corey trying to make this the last shot of the quarter. He's going to draw some contact.
I mean, whatever gets you to the line there, as Nick Okori is going to go to the line for 3.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, fouled out last night after just 30 minutes of floor time. 5 points, also 5 turnovers to his name, but not what the Lightning were expecting from the reigning player of the week. Second shot's good there from Nick Okori. Make it 22-21. Again, 5 seconds to go in this first quarter. That third shot, rather, is also good. So 4 fouls each, and that'll likely do it here for this quarter. Herring Jr. will try to draw some contact as well. His shot not nearly as close as Okori's, and the refs are going to blow that one down. They're saying actually that's ball will fall out of play. So 0.6 on the clock. Well, London getting set here.
He dinged it right off the shot clock there. That'll put it out of the play. As
Capers might have got that off in time, but it was more of a frozen rope as it hit off of the backboard. So Lightning 23, Mill Rats 20. We're going to take a quick break here at Budweiser Gardens.
This is what I'm made of. No one can control me. 'Cause this is what I'm made of. 'Cause this is what I'm made of. No one can control me. 'Cause this is what I'm made of.
London 23, St. John 20 here at Budweiser Gardens. As you get a look at the home bench, London Lightning bench, they've got a 3-point lead. And 23-20 is obviously not the highest scoring game that we've seen here at Budweiser Gardens, but looks like London's having trouble getting shots off against this Mill Rats team, likely because of that zone defense we were talking about.
And it's been causing a couple of fits for them because they're a team that really likes to get down to the post, but the post defense has been solid. So when you look at the 3-point line and out, they haven't really gotten the shots they want. The way to beat a zone defense is for some quick passes so that you can get that open shot when someone eventually gets out of position. That's the risk you run by doing a zone defense. What London hasn't been doing, though, is getting those quick passes. They've been trying to take like 2 steps in, and then they have been firing these wonky mid-range shots. A mid-range shot's the most inefficient shot in basketball because it's the furthest from the basket that only gets you 2 points. So if you're the Lightning, you kind of want to get away from that, and you want to really focus your efforts on breaking down that zone defense and or just sending it to a guy like Chad Posmus in the post and trying to beat them up a bit.
Well, looking back to that Nick Okori 3-pointer, as we see St. John with possession, Allman has it, and it's taken off here to Moore. That Nikokori three-pointer, it came in succession of 3 quick passes that kind of formed a triangle. And, it's all about just drawing the pressure in his own defense.
Well, what happened is they had it in the post, and then when they made that first quick pass, when it was in the post, they got help from the guy on the right side at the back. When the guy at the right side of the back came to help out in the post, they made a quick pass to that guy. So the guy who was on the top right corner, on the corner for the three-pointer there, he had to go and cover the guy on the wing. So that opened up the corner three for Okori. So those quick passes are how you break down that zone, because eventually someone starts scrambling, and once they start scrambling, you got some eggs, because it's going to be good.
I think that, okay, I'm just going to leave it. Interception there as you saw Gabe Freeman on this near side, drains 2. That'll give him 14 points. This is Ryan Anderson for 3. It's good. Big answer back there for the London Lightning, make it 26-22.
Ryan Anderson, a big-time player who's still trying to find his game legs. He's had some trouble, as we see a little turnaround jumper that's not going to go there. But Anderson, he's been a key figure in NBL Canada before. He was an all-star with the Skyhawks, and he was a key member of the Windsor Express during their championship run last year, pardon me. I was going to say, if they won a championship last night, I feel like I would have heard about that. But he's been a key figure in NBL, and he's a guy who he can really, really shoot that three. One of the purest jump shots in NBL Canada. And it's a beautiful thing to watch when that shot's really going for him.
Stover's come into the game. Inbound coming from Capers. Bosmus takes it at the top here. Trying to work around Stover's, and that one's no good. But again, we'll keep you posted on that Bosmus-Stover matchup, because it's going to be very exciting moving forward. That's Corey Allman. He's another exciting player, and that's good for 3, make it 26-25.
Allman, a very skilled three-point shooter. He was with the Maine Red Claws last year. Had some pretty good years for them, and now he's here in NBL Canada, and he's just picked up right where he left off. Another one of those guys, and I feel like we could say this about half of each team's rosters, is that they've got a bunch of really skilled jump shooters, and they love the three-point shot.
Patterson comes into the game. Nick Okori comes out. He grabs a quick chat there with Kyle Julius on his way off. Also having a look there at Rob Spahn, having a quick chat with his team on the other side. Capers works around Posthumus. Bit of space on this near side. This is Patterson. Contested 3, no good. Taken here by Herring Jr. He looks up. He's got Allman right down in the court there in the corner. Instead, he'll hand it off here to Holloman. Up against Capers. Moves it down low. Holloman slips on the ground, and he'll take it out of bounds.
He immediately looks at the kid who does the mopping. He's telling the kid right now that, hey, you missed a spot, so they're going to try and clean that up right now.
As you see the ref there indicating to the kid, yeah, it did a little. It's good now. It's good.
Problem solving. It's a wonderful thing.
Capers moves it across half. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Be sure to stick around at halftime. We got What's Cooking with Bill Evans. He's back from the Dominican. I'm sure he'll be talking about his trip. Ryan Anderson, massive three-pointer after that move across the baseline. 29-25, London with the lead. Moves around Stover. This is Corey Allman. It's blocked. Ball gets tipped around. Herring manages to keep possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Freeman can't put it back. And it's collected here by Anderson. Ryan Anderson going to settle things down after that massive three he had last play. Bosmus moves it underneath. No foul. Capers moves it in. No foul there either. It's taken by Herring, and finally the refs blow that play down.
Capers got a little tangled up there. He's getting up slowly. Landed a little awkwardly. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
9 minutes, 18 seconds in the second quarter. Again, we'll have What's Cooking with Bill Evans. He'll have lots to talk about with this London Lightning team. Of course, he was a big fan of Curtis Washington, but you know, there's when it comes to Curtis Washington, as you said, he's a bit of a project, and he's, you know, this isn't the end for him for sure. He's got all the tools really needed. Just a bit of a younger guy, as we see Anderson with possession. Looks down low, takes it to Posthumus up against Stover. Can't get that one to go. Another rebound there for Freeman as well. Herring Jr. 2 rather. No good on that distance two. Taken here by Maxwell. He looks around, hands it off to Ryan Anderson. Interesting to see Anderson almost playing a point guard role here as you see him moving it across. Bounce pass, taken by Patterson. It's tipped. Very good defense from the Mill Rats so far in this game. Mahane will take it off to Herring Jr. for three. It's no good. Big rebound there by Gabe Freeman. He's all alone down there, surrounded by 4 London Lightning players. He puts it back and make that 16 points for him tonight.
Gabe Freeman having an excellent game. I mean, he's already at 16 points, 5 rebounds on 7 of 11 shooting. The guy's having a huge game. Just need some of his teammates to pick it up. Nobody else on the Mill Rats has even over 5 points.
Capers, distance three, no good from Patterson, and the ball will go up to the top of the backboard and then hit the score clock. So Russ will blow that one down, and it will be St. John Mill Rats basketball. Akeem Wright and Warren Ward are coming into the game. It looks like Maxwell, Capers, and Patterson making way. It looks like Warren Ward is also coming to the game. My apologies for that. Herring Jr. looks up. He's got Mahane in that corner. He's going to shift it off to him. Moves around Anderson. Takes it up. No good. Taken there by Anderson. And London Lightning will get their offense set. 8 minutes to go in this quarter. Corner. Warren Ward. Lots of time, lots of space, and he gets it.
Warren Ward having one of his best games here. That'll give him 10 points to lead the Lightning in the scoring department. And they need someone to get it going. Both teams shooting pretty terrible, to put it not nicely.
Corey Allman for three.
And, of course, naturally I say something so the people on the court decide he's wrong. As we see Corey Allman with another three-pointer. The shooting overall hasn't been especially great, so there's going to be a three. And and it's kind of been a game of missed opportunities. Right now this has been a defensive battle as Warren Ward, again, tightly covered by Gabe Freeman.
There's Freeman there underneath. Of course he's going to get it. 28 points for Gabe Freeman already in this game. We got 7 minutes to play in the second.
I believe that's 18 points rather than 28 there.
Did I say 28?
Yeah.
I meant 18. 28 would be unrealistic to say the least. Corey with possession. Postmus down low. He takes it. Again, Postmus up against Stover. 2 6'11" guys, and Postmus wins that battle. He's also going to draw the contact.
Pardon me, they called the foul.
Oh,
they called travel.
My apologies. You even saw that that Postmus thought that was the play as well. So
even the in-arena announcer gave the old Chad Postmus shout out, but apparently not.
6:37 on the clock. Almond moves it around top of the key. It's swatted out there by Warren Ward. As you see Mahane with possession. Distance three. Tough shot as you see it just hitting the corner of the backboard there. Capers. Top of the key. Warren Ward at the top. Moves it down low to Wright. Swatted there by Stovers, but not before Akeem Wright drew a foul.
They want goaltending too. I think that was on the way down. Stover a little too eager to swat that one. Might be giving the Lightning 2 and 1. Looks like they're going to give it to them.
Akeem Wright at the line as looks like St. John are going to make a change. Volsey coming back into the game. Exactly sure he's going to replace. So it looks like it'll be Gabe Freeman.
And pardon me, they didn't count the goaltending. They're going to go line for 2 shots here.
As you see there, Akeem Wright at the line.
Lightning improbably actually have 0 fouls in this quarter. That's some pretty disciplined play right there.
4 for the Mill Rats so far. And you see right at the line, 15 points last night, 3 assists for the Kansas State Rat. Second shot will give the Lightning a 2-point advantage here. We're just about to pass halfway here in the second quarter. Marty Thompson and Chris Crouch are up in the booth. Volsey manages to keep possession there. There's a bit of a double team from London. Bit of a double team, I say, but that was pretty aggressive, as you see Kyle Julius upset with that call.
Very animated, too. Might have a case here.
Looks like the ball went out off of London, according to the referees, but it appears Kyle Julius opposes that. Refs are going to stick with their decision on that. As you see Kyle Julius right in front of the inbounder, getting lots of chances to have some chats with the referees at least. 10 seconds on the shot clock. My apologies. A fresh shot clock here for the Mill Rats. Anderson to Stover. Is he going to try to work into that post? He'll take it up top instead. It's no good. Maxwell with possession. Fires it across. Right. Will draw the contact, but that was a gorgeous pass there from Nick Okori.
Yeah, Volsey just making the hard foul there, and I like that one too. We're going to go to a media timeout here. It's 34-32 for the London Lightning over the St. John Mill Rats with 5 minutes, 42 seconds left to play.
Well, we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin yang, come along. Well, we flew through Cincinnati and we all got really happy. Grabbed a bowl of that Skyline chili along the way.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah,
Don't forget to check out the Oxford Dodge Shoot to Win booth just outside the King Club. Sign up to compete on the court in the third quarter break for your chance to win a brand new Jeep Cherokee on the last home game of the season.
(34-32), London with the lead here at Budweiser Gardens. Marty Thompson, Chris Croucher up in the booth. You get a look, great look there at Kyle Julius having a quick chat with his team. Doing a pretty good defense, or good job rather, against St. John's defense. One thing about St. John we haven't brought up is how effective their offense has been. They're second in the league in offensive production.
Well, they're a very balanced team, and that offense, of course, second in the league, speaks for itself. But unlike the Miracles, who are first place, the Mill Rats actually play some pretty good defense too. It's a team that's probably better than their record. The Mill Rats in 9-5. If it wasn't for the fact that they played Halifax maybe 38 times so far this year, they might have a better record than 9-5. Halifax just seems to have their number. And London, hoping they've got St. John's number 2. We'll see as this game continues.
St. John's number 2 is Corey Allman.
Haha. Good one, Marty.
Akeem Ray at the line. First shot's no good from number 25 on the London Lightning. 5:42 on the clock here in the second. Again, we'll be talking to Bill Ovens at half and give his thoughts on this London Lightning team, who again lost last night. That ends their 9-game win streak, but that was enough to make that the second longest in franchise history. Of course, they opened that 2012-13 season with 11 straight wins. Almond misses that 3. It's taken here by Wright. London moved the ball up. Okori with possession on this near side. Ward fires it down low. This is Wright, and there's one of those Stover blocks that we've seen and heard so much about. As you see that ball falling out of play. Okori getting set on the inbound for the London Lightning. Again, Freeman 18 points, Warren Ward with 10 on the London side. Maxwell leading the game and the London Lightning with 8 rebounds. Okori looks around, bit of motion there on that far side. Ward comes from it, up top. Gonna try to move across Mayhane. Bounce pass down low into the post here with Maxwell. He's going to move around Stover. That's going to count likely as another block from Stover. And now here come the St. John Mill Rats. This is Mayhane. Sets for 3. It's no good. The ball will fall out of play off of Stover. So London get the ball back, getting set on offense. 4:44 on the clock in the second quarter.
You know, this game's been kind of slow, and I think that kind of suits London here. We see if you let a team from out east run, you're going to get Moncton miracled where they put up 130 points against the London Lightning. So if they keep this pace slow, I think this actually works in London's favor.
Baseline jumper is good there from Akeem Wright. That's pretty, in terms of a long-range jumper, that's probably about the hardest you're going to get as you see the ball flicked out. This is Mayhane. He's going to step out of bounds.
There's that creeping out of bounds line again. Just seems to catch opposing players a lot when they come here and visit Bud Gardens.
4:19 on the clock here as St. John going to make just one change. Holloman coming into the game and Corey Allman making way. Capers moves it across. Corey trying to make a bit of motion there as he's going to shift across this near side. Ward has possession. Right, sets, three, short, taken by Maxwell. Swatted there from Stover. That's goaltending.
I'm not sure Stover actually is aware what goaltending is. I think he just hits any basketball that comes within his vicinity as he sent that one flying. But again, doesn't really matter as it's 2 points for the London Lightning.
5 blocks already for the St. John Mill Rats. I'm pretty sure all of them came from Stover. We don't have the live stats, but you can pretty much assume that from right now. It's kind of crazy to see one player dominate a stat like blocks so much as see that distance shot from Volsey is no good. Maxwell moves it up. Oh my goodness, Maxwell tried that distance dunk again, unlucky.
He tries to dunk from so far out. Stephen Maxwell. If he had made that, that would have been, a top 10 play in NBL history. But when you don't make it, it looks a little wonky as he at least gets to go the foul line. But I mean, that was very, very optimistic.
As you see him crashing to the boards, he's now back up and ready to take 2 from the line. He's tried that before.
And I mean, if it gets to the line, it works, right?
Yeah, he's been able to draw fouls out of it.
I mean, he's going to put up hopefully 2 points here. He's got 1. So if it gets you to the line, I guess it's not a bad play. But yeah, we all saw that.
Second shot's good there from Maxwell. Anyway, you can get the points on the board, 41-32. And just like that, London's got a decent lead. Also keep in mind, the Mill Rats, 6 fouls. London with 0 this quarter. Anderson moves it around Warren Ward. Gorgeous play from AA. Makes it 41-34.
Well, Anthony Anderson is the all-time scorer in NBL history. And, I mean, he played here 5 years. I'd hope you'd be by then. But, I mean, he's been consistently one of the best players. In fact, his next closest competitor at the start of the year was behind him by 600 points. Of course, that gap might be narrowing as Brandon Robinson is that player, and he's had an excellent year with the Windsor Express as we see Warren Ward put up some points right there.
Here come the Mill Rats. Ball is tipped out of play. 2:50 on the clock here in this quarter. 43-34. Mill Rats getting set on the inbound. This is Mayhane. Taken down low, fired across. This is Mayhane for 3. No good. Taken here by Corey. 2:40 on the clock. Corey looks at the bounce pass instead. Will chip it up to Capers. Oh, gorgeous pass into the corner. No good on the 3. Great teamwork here from this London Lightning squad. Great individual effort as well. Capers trying to take it to the hoop. St. John collect. They're going to start on offense. 2:32 on the clock here in the first half. Stover can collect. Ball will follow to play off of London. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Some jeers here from the crowd. I don't think that they believe the ball fell out of the Lightning.
I think the most vocal guy out there was Vito Frigia talking to the refs.
Stovers can't take that one. AA can't either. Ball gets tipped around. Maxwell, can he get the rebound? Ooh. He'll fall on or trip on the ball rather. He's up and good, but the refs did blow things down. 2:11 on the clock. So that'll be Stover's first foul there, and obviously with the team over the limit, Stephen Maxwell will go to the line. Maxwell, 12 points, 10 rebounds already this game. Been an absolute monster on the boards, and it's getting rewarded here with a trip to the line.
Well, that'll give him, I think it's at 12 double-doubles in his past 13 games, which is just ridiculous. It's filthy.
30 rebounds for the Lightning in total. 27 for the Mill Rats this game. Ooh, taken there from Akeem Wright. Bounce pass off to Warren Ward. He's moving it in. It's tipped around. Ward collects, and he'll slow things down. 2 minutes. Akori. Mayhane matching up against him. Akori with a gorgeous play. Lots of space. Takes it up. No good as he tried to go high off of that layup play at the net, and the ball unable to fall down. Ward easily collects that errant pass from Stover. Minute 39. Ward for three. Yes, he's got it.
Some sloppy play there from the St. John Millrats, and Warren Ward makes them pay. Ward having an excellent game. That gives him 15 so far. The Lightning up big, up by 13 right now with a minute 20 to play.
Mayhane. Into the corner. Akori matching up against Holloman. This is AA down low. He can't get that one to go. It's tipped around. Stover will collect the offensive rebound. Will he get the putback? He will not. Can he get another one? No, but he'll take Ward to the ground. And it didn't look like it was anything overly aggressive, but Stover will draw the foul there.
Well, I think at that point it was either take a hard foul or nothing at all, really. And Stover really went for a hard foul. Are they giving him? Okay, it's going to be just a regular foul. I thought that might be unsporting for a second, but Maxwell taken to the ground.
As you see Maxwell slowly walking back, and also Rob Spahn having a quick chat with the referee here in London. Volsi there as well.
It's about the third hard hit that Maxwell's taken. Fell to the floor 3 times now. And hopefully he's not injured, but eventually, 3 hard landings, and even if you're not injured, you're not feeling too good about it.
Maxwell logged significant minutes last night as well. Good news for Lightning, they don't have to play tomorrow night like they did with the 3 games in 3 nights this past weekend. So a bit of a break, but they will have to take on the Windsor Express on Saturday. Minute to go in this first half and second quarter. Akori with possession. Ward in motion as you see. This is Akeem Wright for 3. He's going to miss that one. Air ball. Millrats with possession now. They're going to get set on offense. They're down 48-34. Anthony Anderson moves it across. Moves it underneath, and he'll draw the foul. Big play from the veteran. He's going to go to the line for a bonus shot.
They're going to need a couple more plays like that to get back in this game. Again, it's kind of slowed to a crawl here. Neither team is shooting the ball especially well. In fact, the Millrats only shooting 29% from the field. That's very uncharacteristic of them. 22% from three-point land.
AA at the line. Having a quick chat there with Nick Akori. Of course, Corey playing on the Island Storm last year. They know each other pretty well. 48-37. AA cuts down into the lead here of the London Lightning. Maxwell. Ward takes it here. Tries that step over. We'll move it around. Bit of space. This is for 3. It's good from Warren Ward. Great play there from the Lightning.
Warren Ward feeling it. That's 18 points, and just about all of them have come from three-point land. He's now 4 of 7 from beyond the arc.
4-3. Volsi instead will pass it off into the corner. That 3's no good either. Shot clock has expired as we see. So that was put back by Moore, but the refs are blowing that one down. Chris, I don't know if you caught exactly what happened there.
Did a player knock the ball away from the refs? Is that what happened there?
I believe that that Moore had the ball and he walked away with it, kind of. So he tried to tip the ball up, but it just fell onto the ground. It didn't necessarily come back.
That was That was kind of weak. I don't think he.
Last
intended to
seconds
take
of the
ball.
game, Warren Ward will take that one up for 2, and that'll just about do it. Interesting way to end this second quarter, 53-39. The London Lightning with the lead here at Budweiser Gardens. Marty Thompson and Bill Ovens.
I'm back.
Back and better than ever. Got a bit of a tan as well.
Yeah, I did. And actually, I was trying to avoid the sun. It was so hot down there that, well, nobody's going to feel sorry for me, are they?
So your impressions of, early impression of this game, especially with Gabe Freeman as well. Let's talk about that first.
Okay, Gabe Freeman's got to be the elephant in the room. And right off the bat, he scores the first 7 points. And then he misses 3 or 4 shots that maybe he could have made. Then I started watching, and they're looking for him. They're looking
Right.
for him, and it's. We talked about this a few games ago on a team style, that if you've got the biggest star on the floor, you can ride him, and if you don't have the biggest star on the floor, you got to have the longer bench. I think what's happening here is, in the first half anyway, I thought they relied too much on Gabe.
Right.
They really, really did. They weren't getting anything else. I noticed one time 32 was in the key, had a wide open shot, and he passed to Gabe in the corner. But it's nice to have Gabe there. It's always nice to have that guy that you can always get the ball to. But I think London is defensing him very, very well. And, you know, it's, okay, Gabe, get your points, let the rest of the team beat us. And right now they're not showing that the rest of the team can handle the rest of the Lightning.
Gabe Freeman, 18 points tonight, 8 for 12 from the floor. The next, the player who's taken the most shots other than Freeman is 7 for the Millrats. So,
Yeah,
go ahead.
he's got half their points.
100%.
You know?
And he started so hot and coming off of that 20-point performance last night also. You've been away for a bit.
I've been away.
Buzzer beater or 265-point night.
That I let
You missed both of those.
I know. I was gonna say to Vito, maybe he should pay me to keep me out of the country because they have been playing so good since I left.
Absolutely.
But I have to go for the 265 points, and the
Right.
reason I got to go for that is, like, they were 57% from free field goals, and that's unheard of. They're over 50% from 3-point range, and my standard is like 33%. Right, and they're shooting over 50%, and they didn't really fall down on foul shots. They made 66% of their foul shots, or a little bit more. So they're standard to profile from the foul line. They're better from the field, and they had just a nuts night from 3 points. They got to package that game, whack it together, give it to Nico, make up a good package, and market the league with that.
Shout out to producer Nico there. So you've been away, obviously. What's different from this London Lightning team? You've missed, I think 4 home games. I think maybe a total of 6. Obviously, a very important stretch for this team, getting up to that 9-win streak. What's different with this team?
They're faster than when I left. They are a lot faster than when I left. And when I was watching them warm up, I was looking at the Millrats, and they look like a very athletic team. But boy, the way London's playing them, London is a more athletic team. Capers is way up in the air. Maxwell, 22 rebounds in a game. He's a don't lose that guy.
Yeah, 14 points tonight, 11 rebounds so far.
It's just he can't be stopped. Maybe we're going to have a lot of difficulty stopping Gabe, but we can throw player after player after player after and won't wear him down. I don't see Millrats with anybody being able to stop Maxwell from doing whatever he wants to do.
Well, sticking with the Millrats here, if you're Rob Spahn, what do you have to say about, say to your team, only 39 points, obviously not a good performance from St. John tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to what I said a few games ago, and I know that Mags and I disagreed on it. I think the Millrats got to try to slow the game down. The way they're playing right now is they are good enough athletically to stay with the Lightning, but their timing is just a little bit off tonight, and I think they're spending too much time, getting it to Gabe, and if they don't get it to Gabe, it's somebody else. So slow it down, set up some plays. You don't have to play racehorse with the Lightning. If you try, you're going to get blown out. Yeah, you're 14 points down, and you got to score a lot of points, but you still can't get any more than 3 points any time down the floor. So slow it down, try to get it down to 6 or 8 points by the end of the third quarter, and then go down at the end. Now, having said that, their bench has been so short tonight. They haven't subbed hardly at all, and London is playing a really long bench. If London maintains this strategy and the Millrats maintain their strategy, even if the Millrats, they could burn themselves out in the third quarter, catching up, and then get blown out in the fourth.
Yeah, quickly talking about the London Lightning as well. If you were Kyle Julius, what do you say to this team? The zone defense that we've been talking about on the broadcast that St. John has been able to do, been causing some difficulties on offense for the Lightning in the first half. Second half, they seem to kind of get it back underway. But if you're Kyle Julius, what do you tell this team?
Oh, Kyle, he's doing such a good job with this team, and right now he's got the toughest coaching job in the league. They're winning, and you know. You say, well, you got to do this, you got to do that. Well, hey, coach, we're winning, you know. But they all seem engaged. They're all running. I would just, for the London, I would say run, try to keep the tempo up as much as you can, tire these guys down. Their legs aren't under them yet. Maybe they're not going to come under them tonight. And I'm actually quite surprised that London does have such good legs. But, you know, last night, it could have been a case of, you know, they've won so many games in a row. And like the 265 points, those are one of those nights. It doesn't matter who throws it up; it's going in the basket. You can spin it backwards, throw it over your head, and who really cares? Now I'm walking, and it goes in again. You know, the law of large numbers has to come in, and then you're going to get the game where there's cellophane on the top of the rim, and it just happens. It just happens.
On that note, we will see you on Saturday when the Windsor Express come to town.
You sure will.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Bill. We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back here at Budweiser Gardens. London 53, St. John 39.
Hey, girl, let's get some mozzarella.
Oh, mama, zumba, zumba, bacala.
Mamma mia.
Oh, mama, zumba, zumba, bacala. Zumba, 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 bacala.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah,
Don't forget to check out the Oxford Dodge Shoot to Win booth just outside the King Club. Sign up to compete on the court in the third quarter break for your chance to win a brand new Jeep Cherokee on the last home game of the season.
This is our Fiat 500,
Sweet.
and tell me what you guys think.
Oh, this is awesome. I can work with this. This car seems pretty good, although it's a little tighter than I imagined. That's a car, man.
What about this hot rod right here? What do you guys think?
I think we might get in a little too much trouble in this one.
Yeah.
Might get a couple tickets. Yeah.
Jeep Cherokee is our most popular SUV.
Okay.
And it's very stylish and affordable, as you can see.
Oh wow, this is great.
Yes.
No, this is hey, I actually fit in this one
And
too.
tons of room inside. All right, guys, why don't you guys come in? What do you guys think?
I think we're gonna go with the Cherokee. Yeah, definitely the Cherokee. It's
Great.
awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The world has changed. Business has changed. You've changed. Is the practice of law keeping up? Find the answer. Visit siskins.com/change.
Thanks. I'm here with Island head coach Joe Salerno. Joe, you're the most winningest coach in NBLC history. Talk a bit about that. I mean, it's quite an achievement to say.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think I give an awful lot of credit to the Storm organization, itself. I think just having the longevity that I've had with them and keeping a consistency, with myself and our coaching staff all together, I think that's a big reason why we've been successful as an organization over the last 3 or 4 years. So, it's a nice milestone to hit. It's something I'm proud of. But there was a lot of people, like I said, my assistant coaches, the ownership group, my wife, people like that supported me through it. So, it's a nice thing to have.
Looking back to that first year, I know you guys didn't have the best year, but that patience in that ownership group really proved to be very valuable for this franchise.
Oh, no question at all. I mean, coming into that first season, I think I was hired about 3 weeks before training camp started. So I really didn't have the opportunity to put the players in place that we may have wanted to. We went 12-24 that season, and that's a record a lot of coaches could get fired for. So Duncan Shaw he just showed a lot of faith, and he believed in me, and he brought me back. And since then, it's worked out pretty well for all of us.
When it comes to the on-court stuff, we've been told for years that the league's very much like a guard-heavy league. We've been told certain things, but the league's been progressing so much. What are some big technical things that have changed with the league in terms of how these teams are playing and how these players are playing?
Yeah, I think really it's just the talent overall. And I think one thing you have found now is basketball in general over the last 10 years, bigger players are becoming more skilled. And I think that's something you see in this league with guys 6'7", 6'8", that can play the 3 or the 2-3. That changes the game a lot. It changes the game from, it's more of an up and down game, and it seems like it's more guard heavy because those players, it seems like there's 4 guards on the court all the time, So that's one thing I think, just the talent overall, the league continues to get better every single year. We're seeing higher end college players coming in from some of the best programs, in the United States, and it's really it's a tough league for sure.
One last question: most talented player that you got to coach over these 5 years?
Oh man,
Nick Okori, maybe?
Well, Nick would be right there. He would certainly be right there. Nick Okori comes to mind. Brandon Robinson, I had him for a couple years as well. Omari Johnson, who's playing in the D League right now. He was with the Trailblazers training camp. But if you're talking pure talent, Josiah Turner, the guy who we actually just recently picked up, played for me 3 years ago. Just an extremely talented point guard. So I've had a lot of them over the past. I've been very fortunate to have those guys, and it's a big record, a big reason why that record was broken. Those guys.
Perfect. All right, well, we'll wrap it up. Thank you very much. Back to you guys.
I'm the oldest of 4 kids, so when we were younger, we just go out back and play, and my father loved basketball. He instilled a good work ethic. I feel like it's always good to have mentors, especially at a young age, someone to look up to, maybe someone to confide in. Growing up, my siblings, I definitely felt an added responsibility to do the right thing, set an example for them, because I knew they were watching my every move. Doesn't matter race, age, sex, whatever it is, it's a game that can be played by anybody. The guard usually tries to dictate the tempo, try to keep guys' emotions in check when the game's not going our way or things aren't going our way. The team's almost like a family in a sense. Somebody has your back on defense or on offense, off the floor. These are your brothers for the next couple months while we're playing, so you really have to count on each other. You try and stay positive, whether they miss a shot or make a turnover, you try and encourage them to go on to the next play, and especially when things aren't going your way or somebody's yelling at you or telling you can't do something, you just laugh about it and go out there and prove them wrong. If you treat people the right way, then your teammates, your coaches, fans, everybody will kind of give you respect in return. You never know what someone's going through at their home life or how they're feeling inside. You definitely want to support them and try and stop the bullying if you see it or see them being mistreated, because your efforts can go a long way.
We're back here at Budweiser Gardens, London versus St. John, 53-39. Marty Thompson and Chris Croucher up in the booth as we see the London Lightning getting set on the inbound. Their starting lineup back onto the court, along with Akeem Wright also in the backcourt. Kevin Loisel will get things started. Limited minutes in that first half for him. Nick Okori has possession. He has 7 points so far this game. Loisel moves it around. Takes it underneath Stover, and you just see Stover with that giant swat, and that's going to be a foul. Inbound coming up here from, or my apologies, not an inbound, a shot from the line coming up from Kevin Loisel. Misses that one, and he's going to take it back. Second shot coming. Anthony Anderson with possession. Warren Ward playing defense. Bounce pass. He's going to find Volsey. He's going to draw the foul there as well. 11:32 if you're just joining us here in the third quarter and second half. And Warren Ward with 20 points in that first half. Stephen Maxwell, 11 rebounds to lead the London Lightning to this lead. Freeman with 18. Ricky Volsey with 7 rebounds to lead the Mill Rats. Loisel. Right. Warren Ward, this is for 3. It's good from Warren Ward. Make it 23 points.
Warren Ward just absolutely on fire tonight. That gives him 23 on 9 of 14 shooting. These lights are about to come out the way he's shooting right now.
Big defensive rebound there by Loisel. He moves it across. He's looking, going to Akeem right in the corner. He's going to hand it off to Okori to slow things down. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Right, Loisel in the corner got a lot of space. He's going to take this 3. 50% from that range so far this season. That one's not going.
A little bit of rough stuff there as it's going to be a foul called against the London Lightning. 57-39, 10:39 left here in the third quarter.
Again, the Lightning with a lead, and we're going to update you quickly on the other game going on tonight. The Island Storm taking the lead on the Moncton Miracles, 94-92. The Miracles leading pretty much all of the game there. We got the Island Storm with a 94-92 lead, a minute 26 left in the fourth quarter.
That required some great defense there from the Storm, holding the Moncton to only 92 points. Although now at the switch there, 44 seconds left, 95-92, or pardon me, 94 for the Storm, or the Miracles over the Storm. I'm going to let you do this.
The Miracles are up, right?
Yes.
Maxwell, great play at the net, and now here come the St. John Mill Rats. A bit of a hole here, 59-40 in this third quarter. Volsey for 3. It's good. Needed if you're a Mill Rats fan here. Again, St. John down 59-43, 10 minutes to go in this third. Okori moves it across, takes it up. Oh, he's going to pass it to Maxwell instead. Ball will follow to play off of St. John. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lightning outscored the Mill Rats 30-19 in that second quarter. Also outscored them in the first quarter by a margin of 23-20. Stover collects that rebound, and now here comes Anthony Anderson moving it across. 34-year-old will play off of Kevin Loisel. Won't go. It'll be taken here by Loisel. Switches it. This is Okori. Fakes the 3 over Freeman. Gets the ball back. Shifts it over to Loisel. This is baseline here for Akeem Wright. Gets in the post. Spins. Gorgeous play. Can't finish that one, though.
Shook him, but you got to make that shot. He had the defender just completely dead to rights.
Volsey. That's Freeman, and he finishes that one. He's going to go to the line here for 2, or 1 rather. 59-43, 9:25 left. Again, Game Freeman having a great game.
Freeman's going to take another shot right here. Gets the extra point there. That'll make it 59-46. The Mill Rats starting to close this gap up a bit. Ward. Corey sends it down low to right.
In the post here, you see that bounce pass as Ward will take it. This is Maxwell. Wasn't fouled there by the Mill Rats, who will now take possession. Here comes Anthony Anderson. It's tipped around. This is Akeem Wright getting possession. Moves it to the far side. 8:55 on the clock. Corey. He's got Volsey in front of him there. He's going to switch it. This is Loisel in the corner over top of Stovers, and it's good for Kevin Loisel.
Pretty rare that you get a shot past Stover there. And Loisel, again, one of the best in the league at what I like to call the pesky three. You don't always expect them to shoot it, but it's money when they do.
St. John can't get the answer back three from Johnny Main. Make it 62-46, 8:24 left. Akeem Wright gets dispossessed here. You see Gabe Freeman on the floor, takes the ball. Now Stovers has it. It falls off of Mayhane. Gorgeous play to finish. I believe that went off Mayhane's face and finished there by Volsey at the rim.
Well, when you're down by as much as the Mill Rats are, you need to get creative, and I like the way that Mayhane really, he put his head to it there and figured out what to do.
Warren Ward with possession. Corey takes it. Takes it over. Anthony Anderson misses that three, though, as AA will move it across. Moves it all the way to the hoop. Can't get that one to go. It's taken by Gabe Freeman. No foul call. Big offensive rebound. There's the putback from Volsey. And there's a timeout by the London Lightning. 62-48. The Mill Rats battling back in this third quarter.
Yeah, the Mill Rats have had a very solid start to this third quarter. They still got a lot of work to do, but the initial results are promising. However, they just can't seem to shake the London Lightning. The Lightning, of course, are still up by quite a bit, and the scoring in this quarter is actually tied. It's not quite running away with it yet. The Mill Rats need to start playing a little harder on the defensive end, because you've got 9 points in the first half of this quarter allowed, which isn't terrible, but in the second quarter, they're outscored 30-19, so they really put themselves in a hole with that second quarter. They're going to have to put a lot more work, and one thing working for the Lightning right now, though, their shots from the outside. They've made 2 of their 4 3-pointers in this quarter as well. Looking at the St. John Mill Rats, maybe they want to go inside more. I mean, with Gabe Freeman, Anthony Stover, you have weapons in there. You're not shooting the ball particularly well. You're only 33% from the field, 23% from three-point land, and a majority of your made shots are all within the cylinder there. So why do you not want to start throwing it inside? I mean, Stover, he's 1 of 7, not having a great game. But if you can even just set up something on the inside so that Stover or Freeman can go get that rebound and basically do the Stephen Maxwell and get those tip-ins and just some of those dirty points that they haven't been able to get in this game.
Chad Postmus back into the game. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Not the best game from him. Again, no points, but also no fouls to his name. Just 1 rebound. So not the best game from him, albeit in limited minutes. So maybe St. John could take advantage of that as well.
I do like what Postmus has done off of the score sheet, though, because what he does is he's a big body that you can just use to clog the lane. So if the Mill Rats aren't shooting the ball well, you can just plant Postmus right in the center of the court. So that means you can't get your layups, you can't get your dunks, you can't play on the inside, and you have to play on the outside where you're struggling.
Corey looks up, fires it to Ward on this near side. Maxwell's down low in the post there. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Double team taken here by Maxwell. Now it's a Corey. Anthony Anderson in his face. A Corey trying to make some space. Takes it up. Couldn't get that one to go off of a very unorthodox shot attempt, rather.
Certainly a shot technique I wouldn't emulate if I was at home. That's a hard pick there by Anthony Stover.
And the foul will go against Stover. Worth noting that's his 4th of the game. He's really the only guy facing foul trouble at the moment. Doug Herring Jr. with 3 fouls, or my apologies, Gabe Freeman and Richard Volsey with 3 fouls. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the foul category so far this game.
And of course, with those fouls, Freeman and Stover are going to head out of the game, and Moore and Almond are going to come in for St. John.
Marcus Capers takes possession. 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Corey making his way around to Capers' left. He'll take it to Anderson. Maxwell in the post. He's fouled. And ref's going to blow that one down. 6:44 on the clock. 62-50. London with the lead. And they're going to look to add to it here in the form of Stephen Maxwell at the line. 16 points, 12 rebounds to his name tonight.
Yeah, he's really been hitting the table boards this game. He's done an excellent job out there, picking up 12 rebounds and only a half and a bit of play. Coming back down the floor here, Millrats, Almond. He's going to set up.
He's got possession. Volsey for three. It's good. Nothing but net there from Mr. Richard Volsey.
That was about as pure a jump shot as you can get. Absolute swish. Steph Curry on the floor out there. Just kidding, it's Volsey.
Doesn't quite fit Steph Curry's frame either, as you see it getting taken down here to Chad Postmus. Trying to work around the defender there, and he will. 65-53. Postmus gets on the board here in the third quarter. Anthony Anderson with possession. Corey playing defense. This is Almond. Steps around Maxwell. Up for two. It's no good. Gets tipped around. Big offensive rebound there by Moore. He's going to go to the line. 5:57 left in this third quarter. Marty Thompson, Chris Croucher up in the booth. The Millrats crawling back in this third quarter as well. They're outscoring the Lightning 16-12 so far.
Should say that Island Storm game right now is tied with about 14 seconds left. So if you want to, take a second or two, check in and come right back. Just a heads up.
100 apiece. 14 seconds to go. Definitely an exciting finish there. Maxwell off to Patterson. 5:50 on the clock. Patterson steps around. Posthumus, top of the key. That's a long jumper, but he's got it. 4 points for him in this third quarter in limited minutes. Almond tries to move around Anderson, and that's going to be a foul. It's going to be against Ryan Anderson on the London Lightning. Inbound coming up here for the Millrats. 4 fouls apiece in this third quarter. London with a 67-55 lead. Inbound. Anderson moves around Moore. Bounce pass. This is Almond. Anderson playing defense. That bounce pass down low to Moore is no good. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Volsey will draw some contact, so he's going to go to the line here for two.
If you're London, you can't really be happy with this quarter because even though you still have a pretty sizable lead, they're slowly chipping away at this, and you don't want to let the Millrats back into this game. Again, they're the second best offense in the league, so you don't want to even give them a chance to maybe heat up a bit because they can put points up in bunches.
Volsey now with 11 points, matches his point total from last night. 11 points against Niagara. 7 rebounds as well in last night's game. He's already got 9 in this one. 5:20 on the clock. Patterson. Anderson matching up against him. Patterson in trouble of stepping back over half there as you see him running out a bit of space there. Bit of space farther down the court. Posthumus loses possession. Patterson takes it back. Nice no-look pass to Capers. Definitely a foul against Moore, who claims he got a touch on the ball. So 5 minutes to go in this third. Capers is going to go to the line here for the London Lightning. Gabe Freeman preparing to come on here for the Millrats. Bill Evans called Gabe Freeman a white elephant at halftime, just talking about,
Great term.
He's what everyone's talking about. And especially with his return to London and the year he's having, a fantastic year, I might add, for the Millrats. Again, 20 points per game, leading this team. Second shot missed by Capers, and it's taken here by Moore. We'll hand it off to Anthony Anderson. Freeman, lots of space. Can he get that three from distance? No, he cannot. but Moore will collect that offensive rebound. Fresh shot clock here for the Mill Rats. Corey Allman for three. No good from the corner. Ball gets tipped out off of Marcus Capers. 23 seconds on the shot clock. St. John with another opportunity.
Lightning played a little bit of their own zone defense on that play, and again, quick passes opened up a shot. But if you're the Mill Rats, I'd just keep throwing it inside, to be honest, because right now their shooting is just simply not good enough. 33%, which is an upgrade, but, you know, ever so slightly.
Posthumus will just lead Moore out of bounds, but the refs are going to call that a foul instead. A couple jeers there from the courtside fans. Warren Ward preparing to come into the game to replace Marcus Capers. And it appears the Island Storm have taken down the Moncton Miracles 101-100. That'll be the Island Storms getting back to the win column after a disappointing Ontario road trip. Lost to the London Lightning, obviously. Posthumus moves it across, and that's going to be a foul against Corey Allman, and Warren Ward just trying to have a chat with the ref there.
Ward and Allman really getting after each other out there.
Just bumping bodies. Nothing that's too intense right now, but you just see Allman and
Now
Freeman.
Freeman's getting in there.
Just kind of, you know, just standing here. That's probably what he's telling them right now. Patterson at the very top. Tries to move around Posthumus. This is Patterson for three. Yes, he's got it.
Big shot from Tyshawn Patterson. He's had 2 rough games in a row. He's a guy that they really, really rely on. So him starting to make those buckets would be crucial for the London Lightning.
Three. No good from Holloman. London with another stop. Patterson keeps possession. 70-60, 4 minutes to go in the third. Posthumus getting into the post against Gabe Freeman. How about this matchup? Patterson.
Give it to Chad.
Lots of space there on that three as he steps away. It's no good. Ball will fall to Maxwell, but not before the refs blow things down.
I think they just called a foul on London. That's going to be on Posthumus for jumping.
7 fouls now for the Lightning, 6 for the Mill Rats, as we see Gabe Freeman walking back down. It looks like, oh no, my apologies, looks like it'll be Corey Allman. No, it will be Gabe Freeman at the line here with 2 shots coming up. Again, 21 points for number 25 in blue. Make that 22 points.
It's kind of funny. He was so effective in the first half, and they stopped going to him altogether here in this third quarter. I don't know why you aren't just riding the Gabe Freeman train all the way to Victory Town.
16 shots from the floor from Gabe Freeman. Next highest attempted on this team is just 9. Maxwell off to Patterson. 3:40 on the clock in the third here. Patterson takes it up, contested, no good, gets tipped around, and another foul call. And looks like it's going to go against the London Lightning once again. So here come the St. John Mill Rats cutting into this lead. Again, 70-62, just an 8-point lead. Thanks to a big third quarter here from St. John Mill Rats. And Darren Moore at the line, the Chicago native, shooting 85% from the line. Pretty good for a guy who's coming in at 6'9". And the ref's going to blow things down to make a substitution. Nick Okori coming into the game. And it looks like Tyshawn Patterson will be making way. So Lightning with possession. Okori. Anderson. Ward. Now Anderson, deep three, it's good! This guy can shoot from anywhere.
Awkward catch and excellent shoot. Ryan Anderson, a great catch and shoot play right there. Completely improvised, but I mean, whatever works.
Anderson, bounce pass to Corey Allman at the top. Dispossessed. Now here come the London Lightning. Okori hands it off to Ryan Anderson. Posthumus in motion here on the near side. Postmus collects over top of Gabe Freeman. It's no good, and there's Freeman collecting that rebound. 2:39 on the clock. Anthony Anderson chips it off. This is a 3 from Holloman. 73-67.
I wasn't a fan of all the threes the Millrats were taking, but they've started to close this gap, and I mean, if you can make them, go for it. They're starting to get some rhythm here on offense, and that's exactly what I was saying earlier that the Lightning wanted to avoid. The Millrats, one of the higher scoring teams. If you let them get into any sort of a groove, they can bury you.
Anderson, dangerous from this, but oh my goodness,
What?
he got that one.
I thought he was just kind of chucking it up there, hoping to beat the shot clock, but instead, a huge 3. Gabe Freeman unable to make the answer.
What a shot there from Ryan Anderson. The ball will fall into play off of Nick Corey. Oh, my apologies. The refs are going to decide that fell out off of St. John. 1:50 on the clock.
Keem Wright coming into the game, Postmus going off. That Ryan Henderson shot, though, that was something special. Ill-advised, sure, but I mean, if you're going to make it, why won't you go for it?
I've never seen a jump shot where they only use their ankles to propel themselves up. Definitely
Some
got
strong tippy toes right there.
100%. Akeem Wright looks to Warren Ward, but will hand it off instead to Maxwell. Another 2. 78-67, 1:30 in the third.
This Maxwell kid's pretty good. I think he might make it.
He's already on the team. Anthony Anderson takes it up and under. Good for 2. Double A gets St. John back on the board here. Again, they're having a big third quarter, but it's 78-69. They like to get themselves into a decent spot heading into the fourth. That's going to be a foul against Gabe Freeman, who is quick to vocally oppose that to the referee.
I think he thought that he had forced a travel on that one as Freeman goes and shakes Vito Fresia's hand there. Not sure what that was about, but some gentlemanly conduct on the floor.
And it looks like the London Lightning will go to the line in the form of Stephen Maxwell. It's really Maxwell versus Freeman in this game. Both of these players coming up big for their team. Maxwell 13 rebounds. Freeman leading his team in both points and rebounds, 23 points, 9 rebounds.
I felt one of the turning points in this game was when Kyle Julius started using Maxwell to cover Freeman. We initially saw Nico Corey covering Freeman at the start of the game. Not sure what that was about. But Maxwell's kind of taken Freeman out of this game. Freeman's still getting some buckets here and there. But he's shot 9 of 17, which is a solid number, but nowhere near as well as he was shooting early in the game. Maxwell's done a good job of negating him.
Corey Allman with possession. Distance 3. Can't get that one to go. It's tipped around, collected here by Maxwell. And now Warren Ward, the London native, will take it across half. He's on the far side. Looks for a bit of motion right in a battle there with Holloman in the post on that far side. Corey with possession now up top. Chips it over. And the ball will fall out off of Double A. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 35 seconds on the game clock here in the third quarter. 80-69. The Lightning with the lead here, looking to add to it. Corey on the inbound. Ward takes it. Quick 3 in the corner. No. Taken here by Gabe Freeman. St. John Millrats getting set on offense in the dying moments of this third quarter. Anthony Anderson takes his time. Corey looking to match up with him on defense. Bit of space here. It'll be taken underneath, and that's no good for Moore. Taken by Ryan Anderson. The shot clock has expired. Just 10 seconds left in this quarter. Gorgeous pass. Maxwell couldn't return the favor from Warren Ward. 5 seconds now. Corey Allman dispossessed, and the refs are going to blow that one down. 4.7 on the clock here in the third quarter. 80-69. London with the lead, but St. John going to the line here. Corey Allman with 2 shots coming up. From Oxon Hill, Maryland, the 28-year-old. He's having a very good year in terms of shooting from the floor. First in free throw percentage, 91%. He's also second in 3-pointers made per game, coming in just over 3 3-pointers completed per game. Ward moves it up. 2 seconds. He's got to get this one off. He will. but it will not drop. So the London Lightning with a 80-71 lead here in this third quarter. Not what Kyle Julius had in mind. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here, Budweiser Gardens.
Right on, London Lightning fans, how's everybody doing? Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah,
Don't forget to check out the Oxford Dodge Shoot to Win booth just outside the King Club. Sign up to compete on the court in the third quarter break for your chance to win a brand new Jeep Cherokee on the last home game of the season.
Get a good look at St. John's bench there, and Rob Spahn having a quick chat with his team. Again, a very good third quarter for the St. John Mill Rats, outscoring the Lightning 32-27. They're now down by just 9 points heading into this final frame.
Taking a look at some of the stats in tonight's game, London Lightning 23 points from Warren Ward, 21 points, 14 rebounds from Stephen Maxwell. Their next best scorer, Ryan Anderson, with 12 points. Then you got to go all the way down to 7 points for Nick Okori. Really led by 3 guys, not many more. Looking at the St. John Mill Rats, 23 points, 10 rebounds from Gabe Freeman. He's been excellent, especially in the early going of this game, but not really getting the supporting cast into the game. Anthony Anderson shooting only 4 of 10, 12 points in this game. And Richard Volsey, 12 points, 9 rebounds, solid, but the Mill Rats still find themselves down 9 in this game. One of the problems for the Mill Rats, personally, is the fact that they aren't going into the paint. They're outscoring London Lightning 30-16 in that category. And as we saw with Gabe Freeman early in the game, they can get some buckets down there. They aren't going to get it that way, though. Corey Allman with the miss.
Gorgeous step back, though, as we see Ryan Anderson moving it across. London in white, St. John in blue. Lightning with the lead, and they've got the ball. Ward moves it across. Nice pass to Maxwell. He finds a lane. Good for 2.
Stephen Maxwell just having an excellent game. That's 23 points. A lot of it from the free throw line. He's done a good job of drawing fouls, and a couple of the guys on the St. John Mill Rats, Stover and Freeman especially, in a little bit of foul trouble, as well as Volsey. All of them have 4.
Akeem Wright hands it off, takes it back. Boom! Alley-oop. Akeem Wright with the finish.
Excellent play from 2 of the veterans here on the London Lightning. Akeem Wright, a very, very smart player, but that doesn't mean he can't show a little flash here and there too.
Move around, here's Anthony Anderson, he'll take it up. And that's gonna be a foul against the offense.
That'll be an offensive foul there. Anthony Anderson just getting a little too eager, and that was good defensive positioning there. I didn't see who that was. I think that was Maxwell who drew that one. Excellent job by the young man.
10:55 left in this one. McCory moves it across. Allman, see down low, trying to match Warren Ward in the post. Anderson finding a little bit of space. This is Akeem Wright for 3. The hot hand can't get that one to go, and now here comes Anthony Anderson. Steps around Okori. Can he step back? Yes, he will. He finds the lane. He's going up. No good. And it's collected here by the Mill Rats. Anderson will get the answer back because he goes to the floor and 1. He's going to go to the line.
Corey's going to take that foul there. The Millrats leading a lot of the secondary scoring categories. They've got more points in the paint. They've got more second chance points. However, London just able to continue to keep this lead simply because the Millrats are not shooting the ball well enough. Only 34% compared to 40 for the Lightning. Lightning 41% from three-point land. As we see Anderson, he's going to make that free throw. That'll give us 84-74. Lightning up by 10. 10 minutes left.
McCory with possession. You see Maxwell moving in front of him. Loisel. Maxwell takes it back. Ward swings it, takes it up. It's tipped and collected here by the Millrats. This is Holloman. Having trouble getting across half with Ward playing some stingy defense. The refs are going to make a call here. Doug Herring Jr. preparing to come in for the Millrats. We haven't seen him since the first quarter, obviously, with those 3 fouls. Also, Tyshawn Patterson coming into the game for London.
Tyshawn Patterson been rather quiet tonight, only 3 points. This is a guy who's averaging 20 points per game not all that long ago.
Allman, 3-point shooter. Instead, he'll take it up. At the hoop, it's no good. Akori looks, Patterson shifting. Akori will take the long 2, it's no good. Patterson in there to try to get that rebound, but will not collect it. Allman keeps possession there after nearly losing it at the baseline. For 3. No, can't get that one to go. St. John unlucky from beyond the arc in these final 2 quarters. Patterson for 3. Yes.
Big basket from Tyshawn Patterson. That's going to help the Lightning pull ahead a little bit more. And it just seems every time the Millrats seem to make a run, Lightning have an answer on the other end.
Holloman can't get that 3 to go again. So Rob Spahn and the Millrats keep going to that 3 ball. Back-to-back bricks. Akori. Patterson in motion along the baseline. Now to Maxwell, swings. He's going to draw that foul. Easy call to make there. Oh, my apologies, traveling. You saw Moore looking back to the ref, thought that he was in the wrong there, but again, a traveling call along the baseline. Marcus Capers comes into the game, and Stephen Maxwell make way. Nice little applause there from the London faithful for Maxwell. 23 points, 15 rebounds so far this game, 8:50 to go. Allman. It's going to be a nice finish at the rim there from Darren Moore. 8:42 now left. Loisel for 3. So close from number 14. 8.5 left now. Doug Herring Jr. moves it across. He can shoot a 3. In a good spot for it, except he's going to call his players around. Looks like Stover's preparing to come on here for St. John. Bounce pass down low. It's going to fall into play. Another stop for the Lightning as Stover comes on.
I would have liked to see Doug Herring take advantage of that matchup. He had Loisel guarding him. Loisel not nearly as quick as a guy like Doug Herring Jr. If I'm Herring Jr., I'm attacking that mismatch.
Nick Akori moves it across. 8:10 on the clock. Anderson in motion in front. This is Patterson trying to do a similar motion along the baseline as they did a couple plays ago. Akori instead will take it himself, and he gets it.
Nick Akori, that's only his 3rd made basket in this game. Gives him 9 points. He has not been shooting well over his past couple games. He's a guy London could use getting going.
Herring Jr. fires it out. That's Holloman. It's tipped around. It'll be tipped out of play. I'm going to say it fell out off of London. 23 seconds on the shot clock, 7:40 on the game clock. Millrats down 89-76. Allman, distance 2. It's no good. Tipped around, collected here by Stover. He's going to draw some contact. Kyle Julius getting set to make a change. Stephen Maxwell coming into the game. Marcus Capers makes way, so Stover will go to the line here. Again, 1st in the league in blocks per game, averaging 3.5. He had 3 blocks through the first quarter. 6'11", and a very lanky 6'11" as well. Loisel hands it off to Patterson. 7.5 left. Corey, he's the hot hand. Can't get that one to go. It's collected here by Holloman. Fired across. This is Almond. Able to get that one.
Patterson, of all guys, almost got a hand on that one. What a leap.
Anderson moves down low. Corey looking towards him. Wants a bit of motion. Anderson moves over to his right. Patterson moving on his left. Loisel trying to set the pick here for Corey. Maxwell making a bit of space up against Stover. Doesn't like that matchup. He's going to be blocked there. Ball's taken up in the last second by Patterson. It's no good. Inbound coming up here for St. John. Very good block, or very good stop rather, for the Mill Rats. 6:52 on the clock. 89-78. 6:46 on the clock. Herring Jr. with possession. For three, distance is good. Doug Herring Jr. 6:34. Make it 89-81. Warren Ward with possession. Anderson in motion. Ward can't get that one to go. It's tipped around. So Herring Jr. takes it back after notching that massive three. Steps over. Fires it. Taken here by Stover. Making a bit of space, but the refs are going to blow that one down. So 6 minutes to go. We're just close to halfway through this fourth quarter. 4 fouls for the London Lightning, just 1 for the Mill Rats. Herring Jr. It's tipped across. This is Stover at the hoop. Big block there from Ryan Anderson.
Tried to slam that one on Anderson. He's going to take a foul on that play. That's his 5th foul. Wow, did not see that one.
Posmus coming into the game to replace Patterson. And so Stover will go back to the line. So we're coming up on immediate timeout. We're going to take a quick commercial break here at Budweiser Gardens. London 89, Mill Rats 81. We'll be right back.
Hey, Garrett, let's get some mozzarella.
Oh mama, zumba zumba bacala.
Mamma mia.
Oh mama, zumba zumba bacala. Zumba 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 bacala. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah,
Don't forget to check out the Oxford Dodge Shoot to Win booth just outside the King Club. Sign up to compete on the court in the third quarter break for your chance to win a brand new Jeep Cherokee on the last home game of the season.
This is our Fiat 500.
Sweet.
And tell me what you guys think.
Oh, this is awesome. I can work with this. This car seems pretty good, although it's a little tighter than I imagined.
That's a car, man. What about this hot rod right here? What do you guys think?
I think we might get in a little too much trouble in this one.
Yeah.
Might get a couple tickets. Yeah.
Jeep Cherokee is our most popular SUV.
Okay.
And it's
Halfway to go in this fourth, 89-81. London with the lead, but the Mill Rats charging ahead as you see Stover at the line, part of a Mill Rats squad that had a very good third quarter and now moving into the fourth quarter, trying to get back into this game. And the Mill Rats trying to get their 10th win of the season, sitting at 9-5. Stover can't get that one to go as the big man unable to get it done from the line. Patterson has possession. Anderson. Maxwell's in the corner. Tries to move around Posthumus. Gives it to Maxwell. Down low to Posthumus. Up against Stover. Nice hook there from the big man. Makes it 91 to 81, 10-point game. Herring Jr. moving the ball across here for the Mill Rats. Herring Jr. again, trying to make a bit of space. This is Volsey. Bounce pass into the corner. Almond, 3. He's got it. So make it 91 to 84. A big three-pointer here for the Mill Rats.
Almond falling over too, hits a huge three-pointer right before the shot clock expires, and that's the kind of play that the Mill Rats are going to need. They brought this game within 7 before, but haven't gotten any closer. Maybe they can start to get a run here as Posthumus gets to the double team.
Patterson works off that double team for 2. He draws some contact. Herring Jr. upset about that. That'll be his 4th foul. And it looks like Patterson will be going to the line here. Meantime, the Mill Rats making a set of changes. It looks like Moore's coming into the game to replace Stover.
Taking a look at some of the fouls in this game as we get into the little nitty-gritty of the game, it's going to become a factor. 4 fouls for Anthony Stover, 4 for Gabe Freeman, and 4 for Richard Volsey. I feel like Darren Moore's safe at 3, but he's at 3. For the London Lightning, Ryan Anderson, 4 fouls. Chad Posthumus, 4 fouls. Kevin Loisel, 4 fouls. And Warren Ward at 3.
Again, 5 fouls for the Lightning this quarter, just 2 for the Mill Rats. So St. John's picked a good quarter to be disciplined. Of course, they went over in the second and third quarter, I believe.
Well, the Lightning have only been shooting 65% from the free throw line. So, I mean, it's not like they're getting punished when they do foul the London Lightning. Not suggesting that that should be a strategy or anything, but, you know, the London Lightning haven't been making good on their free attempts, as Warren Ward gets that one, though. Because whenever I say anything, the basketball game changes that thing.
That's what we know, and that's what we love. Maxwell getting set on the inbound here on this near side. 4:48, time's running out for the Mill Rats. But you've got a guy like Corey Almond, I mean, Doug Herring Jr. into this game. Hopefully he doesn't run into too much foul trouble. You've got some three-point shooters. Time for them to come up big. Ryan Anderson, he's a three-point shooter. He gives it off to Posthumus. Good. Lots of space around the hoop there.
Yeah, Darren Moore just got lost on defense as Chad Posthumus had just about it. Could have used a calendar to count the amount of time he was under the basket for.
4.5 left in this quarter. Second foul against Tyshawn Patterson. That'll bring London up to 6 in the quarter. And the refs are going to have a quick chat about this. Also talking to the table. And instead they're going to let the inbound come. As Volsey has a quick chat with someone in the front row. You pay for the conversation as well, I guess.
Always friendly, too.
Holloman. Herring Jr. in motion. Instead, they'll take it off to Volsey. Moore. Holloman, 3. Does he got it? He will be fouled. That was Ryan Anderson as the perpetrator.
That'll be 5 on Anderson. Pardon me, that's his 6th. So anyone following with the live stat tracker, that's 6, not 5 that he's at.
So Anderson will head out of the game. Looks like Nick Okori will come in. Nick Okori fouled out last night. Anderson fouling out tonight. That shot's good from Holloman. 4:12 on the clock. 10-point game. Nine-point game as Holloman remains at the line. Again, just a final update, Island Storm 101, Moncton 100, the only other game going on tonight.
Won it on a Morgan Lewis free throw. So someone on the Miracles fouled near the end of the game when you really don't want to do that, and probably will do some extra running at practice.
Corey looks down low to Maxwell, a bit of space for him. Posmus takes it. Here we go, Nick Corey for three, can't get that one to go, and now here come the Mill Rats. Volsey off to Herring Jr., 3:50 left. Bounce pass down low. Moore unable to reel that one in to get into the post against Posthumus. Patterson for three. It's good. Tyshawn Patterson.
He hasn't had a great game. However, this fourth quarter he's put up have been exactly what the London Lightning brought him in for. He can be a microwave for a team, and that he just heats up really fast and makes a couple of big shots. And Tyshawn Patterson, definitely a guy who's come in here and done an excellent job of that for the London Lightning.
98-87. Taking a quick look at what these two teams will be doing next. The Mill Rats will return home, sort of. They'll take on Moncton on Saturday as they head back out east to their two-game Ontario road trip. They'll then take on the Island Storm a week from today. Meantime, London have a pair of home games coming up as well. They'll be looking forward to sticking around home for the next week or so. They'll be hosting Windsor on Saturday, a game that we're obviously looking forward to with the Windsor Express really having London's number and ending that win streak. In fact, only two of London's losses this year, two of three rather, have come against the Express. They'll be hosting Windsor on Saturday, then they will host Niagara on the Wednesday afterwards. Can the Mill Rats pull this one back? Well, there's lots of people watching out east. Thank you very much for tuning in from New Brunswick. You see the London Lightning players just having a quick chat here before heading back to the line. Again, Warren Ward with 24 points leading the London Lightning. Gabe Freeman with 23. Stephen Maxwell, 17 rebounds. London shooting 40% from the floor. Mill Rats, 5% lower than that, 35%, 30 for 84. Herring Jr. gets the ball back. Sends Patterson going, and there's Volsey for three. Can't get that one. Unfortunate for the St. John Mill Rats. Now 3:20, London with a possession. Patterson. They're going to call a foul against Gabe Freeman there for pushing Patterson.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a bump, and Patterson lucky that they went with the foul call. So if they hadn't, it would have been in travel. So either way, there was going to be a whistle. London gets lucky that Gabe Freeman just picked up his fifth foul with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. That could be a situation to keep an eye on. Freeman actually gets called for a lot of fouls, and that's kind of one of the flaws in his game, is how often he is susceptible to fouling out.
Ward takes that off. It's tipped just in front of the hoop there by St. John Mill Rat. Now they've got the ball. Herring Jr. for three. No good as he was shooting that over Chad Posthumus. Now 3 minutes to go. Posthumus takes the ball, looks to get rid of it right underneath the hoop. Take it to Patterson, and London will slow things down. Holloman marking Patterson on the far side. Making a bit of space. Patterson for three. No. Taken here by Volsey. He moves it up. Holloman. And it's tipped out there by a Corey. So London gets, rather St. John gets set on the inbound on the baseline. Stover coming into the game.
Excellent defense there from Nick Corey, who almost ends up in the bleachers there with the amount of running space he needed to pull off a stop there. Let's the London Lightning get back here, regroup on defense. They're up 11 against the St. John Mill Rats, but the Mill Rats, ever dangerous, are not a team that you want to let back in.
Volsey fires it. Here's Stover. This is for three from Almond. It's no good. Taken here by London. Yet another three. Not good from the Mill Rats. Now shooting just 25% from there.
I'm not a basketball coach or anything, but I feel like when you're shooting 27%, ooh, Patterson goes down hard.
Looks like he's okay. He's just going to come back up to the floor. 2:09 left.
What I was saying, though, is that if you're shooting 27% from three-point land, you might want to find a different strategy here. We've seen the Mill Rats kind of beating their heads against the wall with this three-point shooting. I understand they're in a hurry to get this back to a tighter game, as I believe Freeman has just fouled out here, and he gets a nice little applause from London Lightning fans who, of course, remember his contributions to the first ever NBLC championship.
Ended the game with a double-double, 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 fouls. Inbound coming. Bounce pass taken by Patterson. Looks to the far side, quite a bit of space as Corey will vacate that. Takes it up top, 2 minutes to go. Warren Ward with it. Again, leading this game with 24 points. Hands it to Posthumus at the hoop. It's good as the shot clock expires. 187. Herring Jr. moves it across. This is Holloman. Tries to move around Posthumus now on the baseline. It's tipped in at the last minute there by Stover. 11-point game. Patterson moves it across half. Posthumus. To Maxwell, minute 20 left. Bounce pass to Posthumus in the post, 5 seconds on the shot clock, matching up against Holloman, takes it over, it's good. Chad Posthumus heating up at the end of this game.
Excellent second half for Posthumus. He's now shooting 6 of 11 from the field, 12 points. He didn't play a lot in the first half at all, but he's really come in here and done an excellent job for the Lightning as they try to close out what looks like it could be another victory.
London looking to move up to a record of 13-3 as we see Patterson chipping it off to Posthumus down low. Why not another bucket? Chad Posthumus. So with 46 seconds left, Allman moves it across for the Mill Rats. They're going to go down to a record of 9-6 as we see Stover drawing some contact. He's going to get the and one. So 104-91, he's going to go to the line. The Mill Rats going down to a record of 9-6. They're going back out east after taking their Ontario road trip 1-1. But as we saw tonight, the Mill Rats are definitely one of the better teams out east. You could see just they had the perimeter shooting going at times, and they were really working it down low. On offense, they really do look like the stats suggest being the second best in the league.
They really do need to look at this game, though, and realize if they had gone to the paint more often, they could have had this game. I mean, Gabe Freeman had like 19 points in the first half and only 23 for the rest of the game.
Patterson can't get that one to roll. The putback's no good there from Warren Ward. 10 seconds to go in this one, and the refs are going to blow that one down.
It's going to be an intentional foul there on Allman as the Lightning. If they make these free throws, that'll finish off the game here. In fact, I'm not sure why St. John's bothering to go for a foul there. I mean, 104-92, 9.5 seconds left.
Maxwell on the inbound will just take it off to Ward, and that will do it for this one. So London will host Windsor on Saturday, but for now, I mean, they'll start on another win streak. 104-92, London with the win. Chris, your final thoughts on this one?
I thought the London Lightning did a really good job of playing within their boundaries. They know what kind of a team they are. They know what their limitations are, and they played to their strengths instead. They did a good job of getting everyone involved, using their depth. They had 5 different players hit double digits, including 2 20-point performances. It was a really well-rounded effort from a Lightning team that every single game seems to show a new way that they can win games. Whether it's scoring 135 points against the Miracles or grinding out a win like they did tonight, they're a very versatile team. They used every piece. And the St. John Mill Rats are better than this game. They shot the ball very, very poorly considering what we know they can do. The Mill Rats didn't put forth their best effort. Maybe the travel got to them. The London Lightning did play a good job defensively. However, the Mill Rats had plenty of opportunities to score. They just didn't.
Well, that'll just about do it for Chris, myself, and everyone here on the broadcast crew for tonight's game. Thank you very much for tuning in. Final score, London Lightning 104, St. John Mill Rats 92.